let's figure out how to use subdivision modeling to add ears to some like a very cute simple character. All right. The subdivision modeling is a technique of digital 3D modeling used to create clean models with scalable detail that look good when rendered. So let's talk about clean and let's talk about scalable details. So clean means there are no weird artifacts in there that will get in the way of your render or your modeling. Scalable means that when you subdivide it, it will be able to subdivide cleanly, and I'll give an example right here. So I'm going to add the subdivision surface right here. It's a modifier, and you're going to see that it went from 6 sides to 24 sides right there. And if I want, I can then go from 24 sides to another order of magnitude, and you can see all of these faces. So in a 4-sided quad right here, it then breaks down into another 4, and then another 4, and then another 4, and another 4. So it gets more and more subdivided. So that's the scalable level of detail that that's talking about. Okay, so I'm happy with this. You can see that this is what we call subdivision box modeling. On the outside of this, I have a box and I have the interior mesh. The interior mesh is what's going to be rendered. In this case, I actually want to work with this mesh. So to not work with the box, but to work with this, I need to be in object mode and I need to press apply. So now when I go back to edit mode, you can see I don't have a cube, I have this sphere. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to X-ray mode, and I want to deal with the bottom of this, and I'm going to press S and Z, and that kind of flattens out the bottom of this. Alright, so I wanted to flatten that out, and I'm going to scale it up a little bit. And the advantage of working with subdivision modeling like this is I get to work with this low resolution mesh right here to get what the desired results that I want without having to work with like a really high resolution mesh. And so I can just pull a few key vertices and I'm going to get the basic shape that I want. So this is kind of the overall shape that I want. I'm going to go in and fix it later. But before I do that, let's add my subdivision surface one more time. And I'll go into edit mode. And again, what you're going to see is you're going to see the outside mesh, right? The outside box model and the inside mesh. So I might even want to turn this on again, something like that. And you can see I can manipulate a single vertex with this, and that will actually manipulate like dozens or tens of vertices on the inside. Okay, so if I'm okay with this as my bun, now what I want to do is I want to add in some ears. So I'm going to go here, and one of the things you could do is press I, and I allows me to insert a polygon here, and then I can extrude it out, and you can kind of see how this is starting to look like an ear. Maybe I'm gonna have to go in here and push things back. So I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna grab this, I'll actually pull this forward, shift, grab this one, pull it forward a bit, maybe grab these guys, pull it forward a bit. There we go, it's looking good. And I want it to look smooth, so I'm gonna go back to object mode and smooth shade, and you're gonna see kind of this nice little look right here. Okay, and the good thing is I go back here, if it's feeling a bit too square, I can grab this, maybe add it up here, pull this up a little bit, and I can round things out. So if this is feeling too square, I can maybe pull it out a bit and round it out. And that's how I can use a low polygon outside mesh to influence and create a higher resolution inside mesh.